Let me begin this conversation by asking you that for decades, you led an armed movement. Today you are advocating peace, normalcy, communication between different communities. What changed your thinking?
Well, yes, very right. I have been about, since 1967, I have been in this struggle for a long time. As you say, I spent about 10 years in a jail. But to make a long story short, the struggle was not just armed struggle. It was a struggle for, changing the livelihood of people of Manipur, or of all the communities concerned. And in that sense, the struggle continues. I mean, the rights of the people, as far as this is concerned. Leaving aside, I'm more concerned about the current violence, which is, now engulfing the entire Manipur. First Kuki, Meitei, then now Kuki-Naga. So my purpose of coming to Delhi, I will tell you that, to meet the communities from Manipur, cutting across, so that not from the political level, it's purely my personal initiative to address and talk to the communities concerned, to do a soul searching, speak out from the hearts, so that a small step towards peace can be initiated or not. That's it.
Mr. Meghen, I'll come to the present crisis which continues to plague Manipur, but I do need to ask something about your past also. Do you believe violence ultimately failed to achieve the political objectives which various movements had set out to accomplish? Because ultimately today now you're talking about peace, reconciliation and dialogue.
Well, since that was in a different historical situation, and that has been a past, and that will have many people, different people will want to interpret in different ways, and I leave it to the people, those to understand, even if they want to believe or see me differently. But I'll continue. I mean, today I am no longer with the organization I lead. Now I'm more concerned about the, how our people, the entire communities, the entire distinct ethnic groups in Manipur, how they can live together in coexistence and interdependent coexistence. That is my message today. And as long as I'm now 81, and the remaining of my life I want to spend on that effort to bring about an understanding among all the communities.
Mr. Meghen, how is this violence different from previous cycle of violence? If I may use a comparison and ask you, is it different?
Yes, different, very different. Because, the savagery that is accompanied with the violence from both sides initially is so high. I don't understand why it's being done this way. Maybe if a community has certain grievances against another community, there has been no such violence. Of course, during the Naga-Kuki conflict, this has happened, but Kuki and Meiteis never happened. It never happened. So the question is, why this time is happening? So I strongly feel that the perpetrators, on both sides maybe, ulterior motive for engaging in such a violence, which you cannot describe it, simple words, to create hatred, a high degree of hatred among the two communities, so that it will continue on and on for decades to come.
Now it's not about two groups, there are three groups.
Three groups now. now Kuki-Naga again coming up. And the recent hostage crisis again added to another dimension. So here one important thing comes up, one question. I mean, from the hostage crisis, the 6 Nagas have been killed so brutally, cut into pieces. And the Kuki-Naga Council have owned up responsibility for this killing. And everybody is asking now, is there a government who will take action against this killing, if at all? This is the voice of the common people in Manipur. Not just Nagas, not just Manipur, Meiteis, common people. I want to identify the common people on the line of ethnicity. And I think the entire Indian people should ask this question.
But well,